Alright, hey, this is Mega here, and I got a show and tell and kind of like a product review here, alright, of the PC545 Odyssey Extreme battery, okay? So Hades Meg is a big fan of Odyssey batteries, you know. I know like Hades Meg is doing all these videos on lithium ion batteries and stuff, but I'm going to do a video on a good old, this is what they call an AGM battery, advanced or absorbed glass mat battery is what these are, okay? Okay, yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do a review on this guy because I'm replacing it, okay? I finally had to replace this battery, alright? So, Hades Omega bought this bike circa 2005 or 2006, sometime around that time. This is my 1992 Kawasaki KLR650, okay? I've had it since like 2006-ish, okay? So that puts it at, I've owned it for 10 plus 14 years. I've owned this bike 14 years now, okay? And it's a joy to ride. I can't get rid of it, man. But it's getting kind of old. But anyway, I had to replace the battery. The battery, it's typical, dead battery, the dying battery type of thing. It won't hold a charge. I charge it and I charge it, and it won't hold a charge. Okay, you can probably ride it and you might be able to get it to start again, but then if you let it sit for a couple hours, it won't start anymore, and you gotta jump it. Okay, and Hades Megas kind of get annoyed with riding around with a little jump starter battery. Okay, so I went and bought a new battery finally. Okay, this is actually, I've owned a number of Odyssey batteries throughout the years. Okay, the Odyssey battery is the go-to battery for Hades Omega. He highly recommends them. Okay, but today's show and tell and product review will be on the PC545. This is the longest motorcycle battery I've ever owned. Okay, because this is one of the longest motorcycles I've ever owned. Okay. So the story is, when I bought this bike, I bought it off some guy he was from Belarus or something. I actually met him later on too. I bought a 750 turbo off of him. Okay, yeah, it was a 750 parts bike, 750 turbo parts bike. But I remember the dude had like a bunch of GPZs. He was a big GPZ dude. Okay, he was a big fan. But anyway, I bought this bike off of him. The story is his neighbor got his leg amputated or something, so he couldn't ride the bike anymore. So he sold the bike to his neighbor, okay, and then he sold it to me, okay. The idea was I wanted a dual sport, and I chose the KLR650. But after I bought it, it was so nice. It was like I didn't want to ride it off road. I'm like, I didn't want to beat it up riding off road. I wound up getting a DR650 instead, okay, and then I got this puppy. Okay, so that's the story behind it. And I put a supermoto wheel on it. I use it for sport touring is what I use this bike for. Okay, it's a better bike than the DR on road, and it's still okay riding it off road. Okay, it could be a little better. The gearing isn't very good for off road riding, but yeah, this is what I'm going to say. But anyway, the show and tell isn't about the bike, it's about the battery. Okay, so yeah, he had actually installed one of these batteries on the bike already, so I already got it with the bike. Okay, and the reason he installed it is it's like the best battery you can buy for the KLR650. It fits in there perfectly, sort of, kinda. This is the original battery right here. Okay, and this is the brand new battery. Okay, and I'll tell you where I got it and everything. I'll tell you the story about how it's in there. Okay, yeah, the previous owner had put it in there. I'd imagine he probably put it in there that year, so probably he put it in around when I bought the bike. So 2006 is pretty good. So 14 years out of the battery, that is very good. And I'm not gonna lie, I had killed the battery a couple times. I left the heated grips on and the battery was dead. Nothing in it. I floored it. And basically that's the death of a battery. I think I've done it more than once too. So that definitely lowers the life of the battery. But these are deep cycle batteries, okay? Yeah, they're deep cycle batteries, and they can handle that deep discharge, okay? Just as long as you don't discharge it all the way, But But it's a great battery if you're going to leave your bike not just sitting around for a long time. It'll hold its charge. Its self-discharge rate is really low, you know, and it can handle like extreme elements and stuff and vibrations, because it's a what they call sealed lead acid battery, okay, basically, or it's an AGM battery, okay. You can mount the battery in any position you want, okay. And the KLR, it's mounted like this, okay. So the stock battery is one of those batteries that with the terminals on the top like this right here, but this one mounts from the side, but it fits in there perfectly. You just have to have a special battery wire connector kit for it, okay? And this bike already has it, so all I have to do is change the battery, okay. Not a cheap battery. You know what, I wouldn't say it's not a cheap battery, but you know what, for how long it lasts and its performance, it's a great battery. Okay, Hayes May, I got more of his Odyssey battery kit out, okay. All right, so yeah. The previous owner had installed this because it is the best battery you could buy for the KLR650, and I still think it is. Yeah, I know they got these fancy lithium-ion batteries. I haven't tried any of them, you know. When you need your bike to start, you know, this is the battery you want to have, okay? I have one of these in my DR650. I have one in my 750 Turbo. I don't have one in my electric bike because it has a lithium-ion battery, okay? So I don't need one for that, but you can bet, like, if I know, like, some electric bikes still use 12-volt batteries to power the accessories, like the Livewire, I think uses one, so I would have definitely installed one. Okay, I got one in my Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's on a second one, okay? Because that battery gets discharged all the time. But anyway, this video is about the PC545, and its specific use is in a KLR650. I don't know what other bikes or cars it fits in, but it fits the KLR650 battery box like perfectly. Okay, you just have to mount it sideways. The previous owner installed it because like it's the best battery. One of the interesting thing to note is the Marine Corps KLR650s. This is the battery they use. Okay, you know, they ride those bikes through extreme conditions and stuff, and these are the batteries. I know they use interesting thing to note, for the Army, they use Optima batteries, okay? The Army uses Optima batteries for their generators, okay? I do know that. But I know the Marine Corps uses, in their KLR650s, they use this exact battery. So, you know, if it's good enough for the Marine Corps, it's good enough for Hayes Mega, you know? That's an interesting thing to note, okay? So, it's all right. So let's get to how much I paid for this puppy. So the last one I didn't buy. I came with the bike, so and I had it for 14 years, okay? 14 years. I think I deep discharged it like 2 or 3 times, and all I had to do was recharge it, and it ran fine. Now you should have a special charger. These Odyssey batteries, they want to be charged to a higher voltage. They like to be charged faster, like more current, and they like to be charged to like a higher voltage. Okay, they can handle more abuse compared to like a regular battery. So I highly recommend, if you own any Odyssey batteries, and Hades Omega owns quite a few, go buy this charger right here. Okay, it's an Odyssey battery 6 amp portable charger. Okay, it's made by Enersys or something, but I bought this directly from Odyssey battery, just like how I bought this battery. Okay, so I knew, yeah, this is the right charger for my battery. Okay, this is optimized to charge this, but you can also charge any 12-volt battery with this too. Okay, it's a great charger. It's, you know, the cable management could be a little better, but yeah, this is the charger I use, and it has a conditioning function, so it'll recondition your battery. It'll kind of like desulfate your battery or something. Okay, and I don't remember how much that was. The review is in on this battery charger, but I highly recommend you get a specific battery charger for this. If you have like more than one Odyssey battery, you can use a regular charger on it, but the Odyssey battery charger is like the one that you want. Okay, if you ever deep discharge it, you probably want to use the Odyssey battery charger. Okay, and that charges at 6 amps. It's pretty fast, and I use it to charge all my other batteries. It's a great charger, and it's a charger that I use for this car. Okay, but yeah, I owned it I've owned this battery for like 14 years. This battery right here, the old one. I've owned it for 14 years, and like I said, it's showing those symptoms of, like, you know, the battery needs to be replaced. Okay, I haven't load tested it, but it's one of those you charge it and then you ride it, and then like your bike won't start again. So like I'm pretty sure that battery's toast. But I got 14 years out of that battery, and I got it for free. Okay, this one I got for $125. I'm hoping to last me at least another 10 years. Honestly, if a good battery will last you 5 years if you take good care of it. Okay, so, and I got 14 years out of this puppy. Okay, so that's like 3 times, you know. It is heavy. It is lead acid. It's a lead battery. Okay, there's like a lot of lead in this battery, so it's a pretty heavy battery. If you're looking for something light, you know, this probably isn't the battery. But if you're looking for something dependable, you know, to hold a charge and get your bike started, even in like really, really cold temperatures and stuff, this is the one that you want. Okay, this one. So I'll tell you now, I'll put a subtitle below with all the specs, but I'll go read it off. The PC545 Odyssey Extreme Series battery is 150 cold cranking amps. Okay, so that's how much amperes you can pull out of the battery when it's cold. Okay, I don't know the exact temperature, but when it's cold, it'll put out 150 cold cramping amps if it's fully charged. Okay. The reserve capacity, it says 18 minutes. I don't know what kind of draw that is. It says cyclic charge voltage 14.4 to 14.8 volts at 25 degrees Celsius. There you go. And then the float charge voltage is 13.5 to 13.8 at 25 degrees Celsius. So that's interesting. So I think you want to charge I think what cyclic charge means is if you're gonna drain the battery and then you're gonna charge it up, you want to charge it up to that 14.8 volts. Okay, it's very similar to like a car battery. It's like around 14. Actually, a battery will settle at 12.7 volts. Okay, but when it's charging, it goes up to 14 volts. So that's about right. That's about how much an alternator will put out. But yeah, and then I think the float charge voltage is if you're going to keep it hooked up to a charger all the time. That's what it's gonna that's what it's gonna maintain the voltage. That's what you want. Okay, and this is a no initial charge current. I wonder what that means. The terminal torque is 50 inch-pounds. Aha, okay, so interesting thing to note about this. I think you can get terminals like for a regular battery, but this one is a screw-on terminal. Okay, basically it uses like an eyelet to mount it. So there's a screw here. When I got this battery, it came with the screw kit already. Okay, it's basically I used I think an M4 or a 4mm Allen head screw to get this out. It comes with the washer, and I think it's a stainless steel also. They use stainless steel screws. I have 2 sets now because my old battery came with them already. Okay, and basically you just screw it on there. I'll show you what it looks like when I got it installed on the bike. I'm just gonna put it in. Yeah, so also on this bike it can install you have to install it sideways. You just kind of just shove it in there, and it's perfectly fine. You can run this battery any position you want because no lead will spill out of it. Okay, no acid will spill out of it. Okay, it says don't put it in the garbage because there's lead in it. Okay, there's a sticker here on the side. It says an installation date, so when I put it on the bike, I'll put, actually, does my other one have it? No, the other one, the previous owner did fill it out. So, but I will on this one. Okay. Okay, so that way we know how old the battery is, type of thing. Okay, on the bottom here it says non-spillable AGM battery. So that's what I was talking about. You can install this any position you want. It will not spill. Okay, so let's go over how much I got it for. I got this puppy for $116. The part number is ODS-AGM15L. Okay, Oscar Delta Sierra Alpha Golf Mike 15 Lima. Okay, that's the model number that I purchased this straight from the Odyssey website. I was kind of looking at the Amazon website, and a lot of people were saying like, oh, this battery didn't last long. This isn't a good battery. I bought batteries before and they last like 10 years. This one only lasted like 2 years. So I decided to just order it straight from Odyssey. Okay, and so when I did order it from Odyssey, It was 116. I think this battery is like $120 normally, so I think that's a good deal. And I have to pay some kind of fee for $10. Out to my door, it was $127. Okay, I think the shipping was free too, so I guess that's okay. All right, so I ordered it straight from Odyssey, just like how I ordered the battery charger. Okay, and yeah, so that's how I got it. Here on the top of the battery, it says 0770-2019. I thought it was made in 2019 or something, but I don't think that's it, because the other one has the exact same number on it, but it's in a different place. We'll do a close-up of the two batteries in a minute to show you how they changed over the years. This battery is more than a decade old, okay, and they're still making them. So, okay, and they're okay. There's a couple differences, okay, and we'll check them out right now. Okay, so here's a close-up of the two batteries side by side. This is the one that I've owned for 14 years, and this is the one I just bought. Okay, so this is the newer one right here. The stickers look slightly different. I think this one is kind of like a gold one. They both are Extreme Series batteries. I think there's two batteries. Okay, I'm not really sure which is, but I think this is fine. Because the numbers are exactly the same. So they kind of flip some stuff around. All the information for the battery is here in the center here. Okay, here it's on the left. There's actually a QR code right here for the instructions right here. Okay, so that's nice. You can just scan that with your phone, and then that'll give you the instructions for the batteries if you so need it. It says EnerSys Energy Productions right here. It says EnerSys right here. Okay, there's the battery warnings are right here. More battery warnings on the bottom here, kind of in the same place. They just kind of updated a little bit. This is made in the USA. This one says country of origin USA. I'd imagine, they're both made in the USA. Yeah, made in the USA, America, right? There's a website right here on the old one. There's no website on the new one. Oh yeah, there is right here. Okay, and they even got the thing. And the specs look exact. Oh, well, hold on. The specs are different on this battery. These are both PC545s though. Maybe that's just the size, but all the model numbers are the same. See, so these numbers are the same here: 0770-2019, 0770-2019 right here. Okay, but this is 920 and this is 307 on it. So that leads me to believe 600 batteries later, that's what this one. Okay. This is 600. This is 600 batteries after this one that they've made. Okay. So something that worries me is the cold cranking amp is 185 here, and the cold cranking amp is 150 here. So I don't know. Maybe I got a different battery. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's good. But it says the reserve capacity is 18 minutes right here. Okay. And the cyclic charge and the float charge are all the same specs. So this has a lower cold cranking amps. Okay, well, you know what, Hades Omega doesn't really care as long as it starts his bike. And I always, if I go on a long distance ride, I always take a jump starter with me anyways. Okay, terminals are exactly the same. I think it uses the same hardware too. Okay, and yeah, so pretty much the same battery. Okay, don't drop it too bad. Yeah, same. It's got the same kind of serial numbers here. This one has a kind of a LED, don't throw it away LED sticker on it. Has the same installation date thing here. Okay, and pretty much. Oh, the cases are a little different. Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs on it. This one only has 2, 1 and 2 right here. Okay, the sides look the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7 ribs, 2 ribs, and then 5 ribs on the other side. Okay, so they changed the battery case a little bit. Okay, there's extra ribs on the older one. This one supposedly has 35 more cold cranking amps than this one, so I don't know if I bought the right battery, but they definitely look the same. So we'll give this one a whirl. Okay, hopefully this one will last me another 14 years. At least 10 would be nice. Hades Omega's going to try his best to take care of it. I'll tell you this, sometimes I don't ride this bike for months on end, you know, and like I'll just, you know, turn it on and start it right up, you know, provided, you know, the carb is still clean, you know. But yeah, this battery has been great, you know. I just let it, you can just let it sit around for long periods of time. The self-discharge rate is really slow, you know. You should really top it up every once in a while. Try not to keep it out in the cold all that much, but this is a good battery. Okay, I use it on my Eclipse and in my DR650 right here. Okay, the DR650 has a different battery. It's actually smaller and it costs more, and honestly I haven't had very much luck with this battery. Okay, it doesn't hold its charge like it used to, you know, but I still got it on the bike and it still works. So as long as it can kind of crank my bike, I'll keep it, you know. But yeah, this one is totally dead now. Like it will not do anything else anymore. So I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Probably just recycle it. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like installed on the bike. But that is Hades Omega's review right there. It gets Hades Omega's thumbs up of approval. These Odyssey batteries are the best batteries, you know, you could buy. Other batteries that Hades Omega has bought are, I bought Bike Master True Gel batteries, and those are actually pretty good too. It's a cheaper alternative to this. Okay, these cost a lot, but they'll last you a long time. Okay, I'm telling you, these are the best batteries you can buy. Odyssey. Okay, well, I've been hearing some quality control things about them over the years. They're not as good as they used to be, so I hope that's not the case for this. But like I said, I got 14 years out of this puppy. Hopefully we can get another 14 years out of this one. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna have this bike for 14 more years, but hopefully it'll you know, do the thing. All right, so let's go install this. Oh, actually, let me show you what else. So this is the box I got it in. Okay, fits in there perfect. Odyssey Extreme Series battery. Okay, and it came with an instruction manual. Okay, we can kind of look in it a little. It's just probably just some material safety data stuff. Yeah, the battery must be protected from how to ship it and stuff. It's supposed to be, it's non-spillable battery, so you can just ship it in any way you want, so it shouldn't spill. Okay, and it did come with a Odyssey battery sticker, so might stick that on my bike somewhere, maybe on the pannier or something. Okay, cool. And there is a QR code on the battery if you need the manual. That's a little thing they changed. All right, so let's go install it, and I'll show you what it looks like installed and see if it'll start the bike up. Because I haven't started this bike up in a minute. So, all right. I did charge it. I charged it with the Odyssey battery charger when I got it. Okay, I think it was like 3 bars. Okay, there's a little state of charge gauge here. Okay, and then I think it was like 3 bars. It had about half the charge, and I think that's about what you wanted at. And then I fully charge it before we're going to use it. So you definitely want to charge it before you install it on the bike. Okay, or you can charge it while it's on the bike. You know, but before you use it, you should charge it. All right, so let's go install it. Should pretty much install the same way, right? All right, let's figure out. Okay, there it is installed on my KLR650. See how it is? It's a little ghetto, but it works. I actually got this is a custom EC3 connector here. Okay, I use a 3S LiPo battery pack to jump my bike. Okay, it works great. It's lightweight, and I just throw it in here whenever I need it. So, but that's what I use for a jumper, and I also use it to charge it. So I have EC3 connectors connected to my charger. So when I just want to plug it in to charge it, to top it off, I just plug this straight into here, so I don't have to take the cover off and all that stuff. So it's great to have. Okay, so it's a little custom-made thing that Hades Omega made. I also made a cover for it too. This is a EC3 connector. Okay, so this is a EC3 connector. Okay, it's a EC3 connector that's been filled with JB Weld. Okay, and then I put this kind of 550 cord or paracord lanyard on it, so I don't forget it. Okay, so if I do forget, it'll be flopping around all over the place. Okay. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna tie that around maybe one of the wires here or something around here. Probably just tie it around the wire. Okay, the ground kind of just rubs up on here. It's not perfect, but it works. That's the way it came with. So I think you can buy a installation kit for this from Happy Trails. Okay, but this is what came with the bike. So I think they had already modified this for this battery. So that's just the way I'm gonna roll with it. That's the way it's been. So okay, so yeah, I got it terminals tightened down, and then I just got to put there's this battery cover on here, okay, that goes on here. There's also this little hose and bracket that goes on there. I'd imagine this is for the lead acid battery. This is so the you can vent the stuff coming out of the battery, but there's no vent on this battery. This battery doesn't use a vent. So that's another advantage of having this battery, is like it doesn't vent acid or hydrogen, you know, when it's being charged. At least I don't think it does. Not 100% on that, you know, don't quote me on that, but yeah, there's no acid that's going to be coming out of the battery and making your frame corrode. I think there was, because before there was a bunch of rust on my frame here, and I cleaned it up and I painted it silver again, but I think that's from the stock battery, okay? The stock battery is lead acid, and then so this one is this one doesn't, you know, there's no acid spilling out of it. It's not gonna get all over your bike and make stuff rust. See, this is still some of it right here, actually. Okay, so so I'm gonna go ahead and put all the covers on, and then let's see if this puppy fires up. Okay, that's how it sits there behind the cover. Okay, so as you can see here, there's an upper and lower level light. That's for when you have the lead acid battery, but we don't have that. Okay, it's just like a wire coming out there now. I guess ideally what we could do, if you could extend the wire out more and have it go up over here, it'd be neater, but that's fine. This is the way it's been for a while. The wire is rubbing on the airbox here, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so yeah, let's go fire it up. All right, here we go. I hope my bike starts. There's power. It says it's getting 11 volts. It's not quite enough, but let's see. Boom, there we go. Nice. Fired right up. Just need to get a little fuel in the carb, that's it. But it started up easily. I apologize for my loud KLR650. Hazemeg is not a big fan of really loud exhaust nowadays, you know. But there it is, started right up easily. It easily started right up. So yeah, and I, you know, I have faith that this will run all the heated grips and all the extra electronics I got installed on the bike. You know, you can really rely on these batteries. Okay. So, all right, that's Hazemeg show and tell on the PC545 Odyssey battery, the specific one that goes in this bike. For $125, I think it's a great bargain, okay? So, it lasted me 14 years. I hope it's gonna last another 14 years, so. All right, Hazemeg out. Thanks for watching. Okay, and for my last trick, so I put the cover on and everything. We're just gonna put this cover on the battery connector here, okay? Boom, perfect. Okay, and I got it tied right here, so hopefully this doesn't get snagged on anything, but I think it should be fine. Okay, so now we got a little, yeah, what I might want to do is put this connector behind this, but there you go. That's what it looks like. So that'll keep like dirt and moisture and out of there. So, and it's like sealed and everything. And then I can't lose it because I have the lanyard. Because I'll take this off and then I'll lose it. I'll put it somewhere and I'll forget where I put it. So I think having the lanyard on there helps a whole lot. That way you won't lose it. If you forget it, it's just always going to be hanging there, you know. I don't think it could get caught in anything either. It's not that long. So, all right, cool. Hazemeg out.